G'day, g'day, g'day. How's it going? Yeah, Prince Andrew's lawyers agree to review settlement agreement. They claim will end the suit against them. I told everyone he'd be looking for a settlement, a way to settlement. French ambassador sent back to redefine relationship with Australia. Hi, Renee Rogers. How are you? Apparently, Mitch McConnell has caved about raising the debt ceiling. Hi, Apple. Any questions? Because I've got, why did Mitch McConnell fold on raising the debt ceiling? Hi, Renee. Hi, Susie Hatcher. New name, lovely to see that. Hello. The 1-6 committee, and they are going to be talking to Richard Donoghue, who was 2IC at the Department of Justice when everything went down. Hi, Marie Sutton. Your head hurts, but you're good otherwise. Oh, that's good. What's going to come of that? How revealing will that be? Matt Gaetz, well, he's a friend Greenberg had his sentencing pushed back for a day, with the possibility of him revealing more information. How worried should Matt Gaetz be about that? So I thought we'd have a look at that. Hi, Uncover the News. Coming out of that book, eh? Go World News. I think we'll put on the World News. Retrograde's been really tough. I don't know much about the retrogrades because I don't do astrology. I'd have to start learning and all that, but I've got so many other stuff to do. All I know, it's supposed to sort of turn things upside down and stuff like that. So, hi, Bonnie Russell. How's your bubba? How's your little bubba kitty? Did she make it? Hi, Catherine Stubbs. Yeah, looks like Prince Andrew's trying to settle. Who came up and funded Trump's big lie. Oh, my goodness. And the OANN. Oh, my goodness. AT&T, what is the future there? So they came up with and funded Trump's big lie, and they've come up with the One American Network. Really? So he's been subpoenaed for a congressional hearing, but he's refused to testify. Ninja's CEO. I don't think they're going to mess about with him. Oh, she's home and doing well. Oh, that's wonderful. That's so good to hear. So I'm going to put the congressional hearing. Is that federal Congress? Arizona audit. Is refusing to testify. Well, will they go after him? I think they will. Trump aides. Under instructions. Well, they can't, so they're going to find out. Well, will they be arrested for defying it? That'll be interesting to see. Hi, crazy cat lady Farley. Well, the First Liberty Institute submitted a public statement to the Presidential Commission on the Supreme Court of the United States on behalf of more than 400,000 Americans, calling for the rejection of a Democrat-backed notion of adding seats to the High Court. Oh, that's so wrong. Federal judge backing the abortion law, that's wrong. What's that going to do? So the Republican AG in Kentucky is calling his office the last line of defense for a measure that would block second trimester procedure to end. So US to let him defend the 2018 law, which was previously struck down by lower courts. I'd have no idea what the 2018 law means. Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, he wants to end it first trimester. Yep, okay. Oh, a federal judge has blocked the new Texas law that uses prospect of private lawsuits to infan. Good. I'm glad of that. Texas abortion laws. Yeah, okay, thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, so it means that people can't sue other people and stuff. So, what are we looking at? Why did Mitch fold? The 1-6 committee talking to Richard Donoghue. Matt Gaetz. How worried should he be with Greenberg asking for an extra day before sentencing? AT&T, their future. Ooh. After the revelations. So, but then your CEO refusing to testify, what's going to happen there, and the Trump aide saying they're not going to testify. So I think that's enough to start off with. So we'll get stuck into it. And hello to those guys. Hi, J Cat Lady, Crazy Cat Lady, Farley, Marie Sutton. I think I've said hello to you all now. But so we'll make a start. And let's get stuck into it, huh? Next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday, the 17th of October, unless everything gets shut down again, I will not be here. So I won't be doing a live on the 17th. So I just thought I'd let you know about all that. So at the top, why did Mitch McConnell fold? I also said I would do Thursday in the US. That's the energy for the US over the next like 24 hours or so. So I'll do that next. But first, let's have a look at Mitch McConnell. And first, I'm going to do a quick prayer. Okay, so Mitch McConnell. Something flew out. Prosecution pressure. Pressure words being put on him from people high up. Someone said, oh, the business community and all that, so that could be it. What else? He knew he was going to have to make that change. He couldn't hold out forever. The pressure was getting too great. So it was something he was always knew he was going to have to do. He just tried to put it off as long as possible. Yeah, and again, here's the thing of pressure, of smothering pressure, I suppose. With the Queen of Cups, if you turn it upside down, it can indicate smothering and stuff. So, Whitby. I think he was getting pressure from other senators as well. Yeah, burdens, pressure. Pressure was being placed on him. Pretty much that's it. It was something he was always knew he was going to have to do, but he wanted to hold it out as long as possible to make it as hard as possible for Biden. But it's something he always knew he was going to have to do. Yeah. Slippery slope. It's interesting with this hermit. He's standing at the top of a slope, and he's looking down like this is just the start of a feeling that if I give in, then it's just going to be a big slippery slope. That's all what was going through my mind there when I saw that card. Slippery slope, slippery slope. You know, it's if you're given now, it's the start of a slippery slope. You know that saying. And he didn't want that. He didn't want it to be the start of more having to cave. But he's a stubborn man, so it probably isn't going to be. But he just seemed to think it would. Hi, Marcia Miller. Hi, Maureen Howe. Now, last week I did a 7-day outlook for several regions around the world, including Australia, UK, Europe, Africa, Canada, US. And US, it came up with a tower for the Thursday, and the 7-day outlook for both Biden and Harris had them reacting to the first day. So I thought what I will do is have a look and see what the energy is for the next 20, for Thursday, the next 24 hours in the US. What is going on? You saw a bunch of deer outside your house across the street. That's lovely. So it's Wednesday night over there in the US. So we'll go through the next 24 hours in the US. Hi, Linda B. So what is the energy going to be like for the next 24 hours? And should I look at specific layout? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you very much. What's going on in the next 24 hours? Let's see. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. The horseshoe spread, the fan spread, the calendar spread. Okay, the horseshoe spread, the past. What past, what energy the past is bringing into it, the present, hidden influences as well, obstacles to overcome, the attitudes of other people, what you should do, and the outcome. So let's have a look at what is the energy about. What is the energy of the US? What's that going to be for the next 24 hours? Saw the tower there. That was surprising in what seems to be a relatively ho-hum week in this tower. So I mean, I could do an overview, I suppose. That's another 7-card spread. Might be better. Yeah, I'll do an overview instead. So card 1 in the overview is what's the energy? What's the energy in general for the next 24 hours? And we've got the 8 of Pentacles, hard work, details, but a focus, an intense focus in the next 24 hours. Current influences that are going to be at play tomorrow in the next 24 hours in the US. We've got loss, regret. There's no time to dwell. You have to pick yourself up. So that's the current influences that are going to have a play over the next 24 hours in the US. What is above it? What's in the conscious minds of people in the US and all that? Resources. Resources, the Queen of Pentacles. But that's also about looking after people, a need to look after people, a need to get people what they need with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm moving things all over the place, guys. My usual. What's immediate in the immediate energy for the next 24 hours in the US? We've got the Hierophant. It can mean indoctrination. It can mean needing to ensure that some processes take place. Two pillars, light and dark. It could just mean a time people turning to their faith. A need for people to turn to their belief systems. We've also got the cross keys at the bottom, which is looking at needing to be able to take responsibility for situations. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. At the base, family. What's going to be subconscious? Families. The impact on families. Families are going to be very much in the next 24 hours. Are going to be really, really at the top of a lot of people's minds, or underneath, being brought up from the subconscious. Along with the provision, the queens, all the queens are mother figures, regardless of gender. They're providers. They are there to help with others. What past energies are coming up to play a part? A burden. Success after a burden. A continued dragging of a burden into this. And the next step in the last, confinement. People going into confinement. With the 8 of Pentacles. What's on the bottom? Heartbreak and despair. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of shootings in the last couple of weeks. Again, this just seems to, every couple of days I hear about another shooting over there. Hi, Dana Terry. Hi, GMR5. Shelby Lisa, hi. What's in the immediate future? What's on top of those? The Hierophant. Crossroads for many people. Important decisions. A clarifying deck. What's happening with the next step is confinement. Prison of sorts. Dissatisfaction. Apathy. Just another thing. So it's not, I'm not seeing anything big and explosive, even though it had the tower, but there's definitely something that's going to, people are going to be turning to their faith, or and their families are going to be on the mind. And it's going to be like, there's possibly some relief after burdens, but none of the burdens about past things that have been happening. It's a change of perspective, and it's past influences could be causing a pause in things. Focus loss. Interesting. So the energy for the US over the next 24 hours, like to midnight Thursday, seems to me a lot of focus, some loss and regret, a need for, there could be some sort of natural event, the need for resources, getting resources, people, families feeling, a need to take responsibility, families getting things to families, confinement in some cases. So there could be something happening that's along the natural occurrence, something like that. But there's definitely, it's something that not necessarily huge, but it's going to need attention. Do you think school districts are too large? That's an interesting thing. I might just do one more quick thing with that question, and about the energy of the US in the next 24 hours. Wisdom of the Oracle. And I'll draw 3 cards on the energy in the US in the next 24 hours. So let's see if I can find out more about that tower that came up. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Hi, 171 sign in. Sharon Sype, hi. Yeah, I think they should be cutting down on 5,000 students. That's way too large. And getting teachers and training teachers and all that. It's Hi, Hiya, Sharon from Nasty Women. How are you? Let's have a look. I'm looking at the energy of the US for the next 24 hours. TikTok, it feels like there's a countdown to something. Yeah, like, or possibly something winding down on something. Flexible. There's going to be a real need to think fast. Be flexible in your thinking. Time for a nap. It's going to be quite tiring. I'll do one more, or maybe two more. Orphaned, loss, feeling alone, sadness. Soulmates. It's going to bring quite a lot of people together, but leave a lot of people alone. It just feels like there's really something happening, and I hope I'm wrong. So you're working full time for the next month at your old school. So it just sort of like feels this. So we'll just wait and see. No, you won't get a tsunami from the Canary Islands. The force needed, it's a land shift under the water, and that's not going to happen with the Canary Islands. So, yeah. Yeah. What was there another mass shooting in Los Angeles, or you're talking about the one a couple of years ago? Yeah. I hope they were okay. Okay, let's go and look at the 1/6 committee. Richard Donoghue is going to testify. What effect is that going to have? So let's have a look at what effect is Richard Donoghue testifying going to have. What do you teach, Sharon? Richard Donoghue, what effect is his testimony going to have? It's going to, 10 of coins, a real legacy testimony. It's going to have a big impact. It's going to be a real legacy testimony, and that there's stuff going to come from his testimony that is going to lead to others, and really important legacy. So everything. Oh. Yes, he is going to be talking. He's talking about others' actions. He's really going to open up and talk. Here's the orator, the messenger, the bringer of news. Hi, Judy Malley. So it's really going to be talking. So the impact it's going to have, it's going to leave a legacy. He's going to be talking. Oh, I think he's going to, about gaslighting. I think they're going to have his notes, everything, talking more about the notes he took in the events and the effort to gaslight people, saying, you know, just say it was wrong and leave everything else to me. He's going to be talking about that attempt at lies and deceit and gaslighting very much. Is there going to be any hindrance? Got the 8 of Cups. Witness. Yeah, this is often a card of the witness. I saw something that sprang to mind with the 8 of Cups, and I can't quite remember what it was. It could be one of these. There's going to be some celebration afterwards. It's going to be after moving on. What they said to Trump about moving on, it's time to accept, and he's like, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, and so recently. Oh, Sharon, I am so sorry. Oh, white healing light to you and your family. There's really not anything that can be said, is there? Except we love you, be strong, and we'll try and send every strength we can to you. He could have stuff that, things that tie directly to the White House in this case, which was often the 4 of cards. When we're talking about Trump, the 4 of Wands was often, him trying to stay home. So I do think, will it have a big impact? Yes, but there's no major arcana here, so it's going to have a longer lasting impact. And by what I mean by a legacy testimony is that it's going to give further insights and lead to different pathways for the commission to go. And should Trump be worried? Yes, he should, with the Justice card, with the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. Yes, he should be worried. Oh, and it could lead to something of a tower for him when I say, should Trump be worried? So it's just not going to help. It's going to be part of undermining him as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting testimony. Look what was on the bottom of the deck. Truth coming out. Matt Gaetz. How worried should Matt Gaetz be about Greenberg asking for an extension, on a one-day extension for his sentencing? Let's have a look. Oh, you're in an avalanche. Oh my goodness. I haven't had children of my own for various reasons, but I've seen within my own family a cot death, and even when it's something like that, that's tragic and all that, and you know it's not caused by another person, it's just what it is, and hard to understand the devastation. But when it's caused by an outside agency that could have been stopped, yeah. Your sister's a very tragic accident. Okay, how worried should Matt Gaetz be? Oh, I've got a question here. Will the whistleblower, I forget her name, will her testimony finally spark action in Congress? Will it? But we'll have a look at Matt Gaetz first. God to the highest truth. How worried should he be? The universe. The great one of the night time. This is like a complete end of one thing and a beginning of another for him. It's like he's been traveling in the sunshine, coming out of his backside and stuff. But now this is an interesting card because the top is all sunshine and lollipops, and the bottom is dark and stormy. And I think he's heading into the dark and stormy, which is also a drink. Over here in Australia, it's dark and stormy. It's Bundaberg rum in ginger beer. Yeah. Okay, Shelby Lisa. Shelby Lisa, Stella's ringing. Hi, hon, so connected. Hi, Ali. How are you? So we're looking at Matt Gaetz. How scared should he be? I think pretty scared. How worried should he be? His challenge is investigations, Knight of Pentacles, and mercenary, all the mercenary things that his mate got up to, and what's going to come out about his mercenary side. What else has this guy got to show? And it looks like he's ripe with information with the corn there. That's his challenge, all the mercenary stuff coming out. And yeah. What's the advice for Matt Gaetz? 8 of Cups, Lord of Abandoned Success. Okay. The Facebook whistleblower met with January 6th committee. That'll be interesting. I'll have a look at that. Yep. Hi, Michael Dowell. Deborah O'Neill, hello. Will Biden keep standing up to the Republican garbage to get things done? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He doesn't need to do it publicly. He will when he feels he needs to, but he does it all the time. And yeah. So Matt Gaetz, Lord of Abandoned Success. He might be forced to walk away. He might be forced to walk away. Abandoned Success. Lord of Abandoned Success. I like that. That could be his subtitle from now. At the base of all this, why should he be prepared to walk away? Princess of Cups. This is definitely a messenger of news of an emotional kind, an emotional surprise. He's not going to handle it well. He is emotionally insecure. You can see it. He's very, very insecure. You know how he's always got his neck up and his chin out? He feels like he has to project himself more because in a physical sense, but it doesn't give you the sense that he's secure in himself. He's always got this little frightened look behind his eyes. And it's very emotionally immature and insecure. So he's in for a time that's not going to be very good for him. What is the outcome for Matt Gaetz, and should he be worried? 8 of Wands, things happening quickly, quick communications. And these aren't just wands, they're arrows. It's great speed and strength. Swiftness. Things are going to happen quickly with 5 of Cups. Loss. Lord of loss and pleasure. Wow. If he's been involved in what they say he's been involved in, yes, it's quite apt. So loss, regret with the 5 of Cups. Will the filibuster be eliminated soon? Oh, I don't see it happening, Deborah. Yeah. Back to Matt Gaetz, the High Priestess, secrets coming out. That's the loss. Things are going to happen swiftly. It's going to feel a loss swiftly. Secrets he wanted buried coming out. Knight of Wands. Charge. Talking. He's going to get very, very upset and at all this, but like he's going to try to talk his way out of things, but he can't. He can't because of his own actions in the past. So he's not going to be able to talk his way into things. The filibuster will be eliminated soon. I don't see that as ever happening. I think there's going to have to be some changes. But I can do a quick card read on that. Five of Cups, loss, crying over spilt milk. No, I don't see it. That flew out. 3 of Pentacles, no. Oh, thank you, Ali. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I don't see it being dead because there's the possibility of a role for it when it's needed, but they've got to have a look and changing things about it to make it more open and so no, I don't think it's ever going to get eliminated, but they might have some changes to it. Hi, Jalicia. Now, Will that lady from Facebook, it's interesting because on our morning show here, we had the former CEO of Facebook in Australia and New Zealand, and he said nothing she said was really a huge shocking revelation. And he agreed with all of us, basically. So will her testimony to the 1/6 Commission have an impact? Yeah. Okay. The Four of Coins, the insecurity and secrets. She's got Seven of Swords, how they got away with some things. How they got around some things, I think. Getting away with something. They got around some things. Money, security, people's security. Is that my coffee, baby? Anxiety. How they played on people's anxieties and stirred up a lot of people. We've got the Queen of Swords here. Double-edged sword. And how some of their past actions in allowing some things to go on caused anxiety and played on people's anxieties. And Tower. It could, yeah, her appearing before the 1/6 committee could be a Tower moment for Facebook. They've already got a few troubles, but it could, you know, really, 10 of Coins, the end of a corporate legacy, possibly. Now, the other question is, will her testimony finally spark action in Congress? You making me a coffee, Bubby?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Oh. Might get lucky with Queensland.
I'm hoping.
Looks like it's kicking off slowly.
Yeah.
Which would be good. Yeah.
I think it's going to have to, yeah, I think it's going to, her testimony is going to have to force some investigations into misleading practices and stuff, not just on Facebook, but with social media as a whole. You can swap one cup for another, that'd be great. Thanks, Bobby. And this is stuff that really Congress have not wanted to look at ever since the implementation of social media. It's going to force them to look at things that they haven't wanted to look at in years, that they know they've had to look at. The challenge is getting the momentum up that's needed, because this is, and getting the social media thing back under control, because it is out of control at the moment, not just with Facebook or Instagram or others. The laws have not kept up with the technology and the advancements. Get ready for some surprising news. They're going to have to, well, no, not surprising news. It's going to lead them to actually make a start on looking at things, maybe institute a new committee whatever. The advice to them is to really lay a foundation. With the Page of Cups, pages can be a new foundation for something, and that's what's possibly going to happen here, because there's so many issues that, and why do they need to lay and it's a fresh foundation, not based on previous things, a whole brand new fresh foundation. Why? Because the whole realm of social media is still very murky and confusing. 10 of Coins. They've got to, they need to affect the legacy of, help. They need to address the legacy that social media has, the harmful legacy to people. Thank you, sweetheart.
How you doing?
Going to say hello?
Hi, guys.
You're getting some hellos already. So, yeah. It is a well past time for a change here. This legacy, they have to make changes to, in order that this legacy of harm that goes through not just Facebook and others, but other things that allow the harmful aspects of disinformation, misinformation, and things like Instagram. I set up an Instagram account, but I've never posted anything on it. It's sort of brought home to them that it is time to have to take action. So they're going to be looking at establishing a new set of directives and the rule of law and new leadership in that area. So it's one of the things that's going to eventually force them to do it. And again, it's still the Knave of Wands, a base and a new foundation. So we've got two knaves there, very strong in a new foundation. Hi to everyone who's watching. If you're not in the chat, hello, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And everyone who chooses to hit on my videos later, hello and thank you. And please, remember the thumbs up. That would be great. Yes, he's on coffee duty. Mussolini's granddaughter. What about her? Can you tell me what you clarify your question a bit? AT&T. What's the future of AT&T? Hi, Kiera. Kiera, is that it? Hey, sweetie. Far-right granddaughter wins the election as Rome City Councillor. Whoa, she's a far-right, hey? What's her political future? We'll have a quick look. Ten of Wands. She's feeling really successful and happy with the success and the progress she's made in her political sphere. What's her challenge? 9 of Cups. Merchants. Don't think the merchants of Rome. And it is from Rome City. It's going to be a challenge for her. She's not going to be particularly, she's not being particularly welcomed by them. 7 of Cups. In the near future, lies, deception, delusion, illusion. I think she's got much bigger plans for the future and is going over her choices, but I think she's being a wee bit delusional about how far she can get. King of Wands, because at the basis of it, there is leadership in the country that is... Why is she being delusional? Because she doesn't have the compassion that is needed. Knave of Wands. She's trying to build she's looking to build a foundation by talking to people, and she's fiery and creative, but that's what she's building her foundation on her passion and being able to talk. Her grandfather was a very smooth talker by all accounts too. 3 of Cups. Support. The need for support. 8 of Swords in her future, in her outcome. Wow. The Sun. Illumination about her. Well, she'll be an interesting one to watch, won't she? Uncover the news. Kristen, she rocks. Yes, you do. You absolutely do rock. So they think they've identified the Zodiac killer. Okay, AT&T. Did they just come out and say it? Yes, we backed the big lie and we're providing the services and everything for OANN. They just come out and say that. What's the future of AT&T? AT&T, guides of the heart, strength and compassion. Can you be into the future of AT&T? Okay. Right, let's have a look. AT&T. What's going on with them? The Hierophant. They've been indoctrinated into the American psyche for so long. They've been a part of it for so long. AT&T, I don't know the name of many telecommunications companies in the US, but AT&T, everyone knows AT&T. It's sort of like a doctrine and it's held in high esteem. Yeah, I'll have a look at that at Trump's request. But 5 of Swords, the challenge for them is that America is feeling betrayed. They feel like that doing that was an abuse of their position. That's a big challenge for them, and it's going to be hard for them to get around that. What's on the bottom? 10 of Swords. Yes, Americans. Everyday Americans are really feeling betrayed and stabbed in the back by this company. And that is going to be a huge challenge for them. They've, you know, they've caught themselves in this labyrinth, and the advice to them, and it's interesting because here, this is the labyrinth is in the background here again. So they've caught themselves in this labyrinth. And trying to indoctrinate people into things as well. They've been caught in this labyrinth of indoctrination and trying to sell the big lie. And the advice to them is you better come up with some strategies to combat this. Babe! 10 of Wands. This is going to be a really hard struggle for them. Okay? This is going to be a really, really hard, very big, very strong struggle. It's going to, and it's not going to end quickly. I mean, it's high and dry, basically, is what I'm seeing here. Manipulation, manifestation in their outcomes they're really going to have to juggle very hard to manifest the outcome that they'd like, which is to survive. The Sun, more is going to come out about them. So this isn't all there is to it. There's illumination to come about AT&T. 8 of Wands, that is very quick. The ship is sailing very, very quickly, and the 8 of Wands, very quick, speedy, swift communication. Things are going to go downhill even more. Page of Pentacles. Ooh. Disruption for them. Are they going to survive? 9 of Cups. Well, that's a yes card. 3 of Cups, but they're going to find it hard to get support. In fact, they might lose government support on a lot of things, like this Ace of Pentacles. They're going to have to, there will be an opportunity to regroup. 10 of Pentacles, but this is going to leave a real nasty taste in the mouth of a lot of people, because this has been a generational company, a legacy company, and it's just been shattered. I think that will the board have to be shaken up. Yeah, there's going to be, looking at deals, there's going to be an inquiry, I think. The Lovers and the Devil, who they tied themselves to, what mistakes, what have they been doing over the last few years? 4 of Cups, they're going to end up with an offer they don't want. I think their whole board is going to have to be replaced. It's going to take a long while for them to completely win back the trust. If they ever do completely win back, they won't ever completely win back the trust of the American people. I think it's going to be, they'll win back some trust, but funny there wasn't a tower in there anywhere. It's not the end of the company, but they've got a really tough journey ahead of them. Okay. If Trump's aides, if the 4 of them don't rock up, will they be charged? Those 4 people from Trump's sadly died in New South Wales. Yep. Yeah, the cases are going down, but the deaths are still happening. Yeah. Trump's okay. Meadows, Kavina, Bannon, Patel, will they face consequences if they don't show up, if they defy the subpoena? 4 of Wands. That's a yes. Two, 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. That's yes. Financial as well. It's not just going to be arrested. There's going to be financial, I think. Fines. 7 of Swords. They're going to try and get away with it, but they're not going to be able to. Page of Pentacles. Disrupt the thing. Moon. They've got stuff planned for people who defy the subpoena. The Tower. Yep, it's going to be big. Yep. I think at least one of them's going to try and skip the country, but there'll be losses. It's big Tower. If they don't show up, their lives are going to be changed forever. Loss and regret. I'm seeing financial loss, disruption, forced imprisonment, possibly. They're not going to be able to escape the consequences of it. Knock on your door and ask whether you're dead. Hi, Deborah Cal. How are you? Okay. Don't know what all that's about. Now, the Cyber Ninja guy has said he's not going to rock up to testify to Congress about the audit. What's going to happen to him? The My Ninja CEO. I think Shelby Lisa. I think it was hacked. I think it was hacked. So the guy from Cyber Ninjas. Let's have a look at him. What's going to happen to him if he refuses to testify? If he's been subpoenaed? Lieutenant Governor bans vaccine passports in governor's acts. When you're vaccinated here, because everyone has a Medicare number, it's put straight onto your Medicare, what vaccine you had and when you had it. So it takes about a day or just a few hours, depending. And there it is. And you can go and print it out to show that you've had your vaccination. And if it's not in Medicare, then you haven't had it, you know. So, but they do say it could take a while. So depending on how quick our clinic was fairly quick. So you can go into your Medicare records and print up your vaccination record. Okay, the guy from Cyber Ninjas refusing to testify to Congress. Two of Swords. Tipping point for him. Tipping point. It's not crossroads, it's tipping point. It's judgment. He better wake up because he's been called to testify and he'd better wake up and do it. They're going to want to know about who paid for the audit. So many details. Where the money came from, where it went. He's got to be really careful because he's got the devil here. If he wants to break free of all this crap, he's going to have to testify. Knight of Rods, investigations. He's being investigated. He's going to have to stand and defend himself. They'll come after him. They'll come after him. They'll, you know, if he defies, has he been subpoenaed? Because if he decides this is not going to be the Trump era, you can defy any subpoena you want. This is going to be you defy us and we will come and get you. High Priestess, because there's a lot of things that he needs to talk about and he's going to be forced to talk about. The Empress, an abundance of information. Seven of Swords, he's going to try and sneak off and not do the right thing. He's going to try and sneak away. But he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to have to defend himself. Queen of Rods, that's Congress. Oh, yep. Congress will come after him with the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. He'll end up, they will put him in jail if he doesn't. A Trump official billed US $456,000 in private jets over 5 months. The US doesn't have to. Tentacle filled. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they'll come after him. Oh yeah, South Dakota. Yeah, that came up, didn't it? Is South Dakota being a tax? Is South Dakota a tax haven for rich and famous? Is South Dakota a tax agent haven? Six of Cups. Oh, long time. People have been putting money there for a long time to keep it hidden. Well, they must have some tax laws that allow them to do that, because it was mentioned in the Pandora Papers, wasn't it? Two of Swords, Crossroads. Yeah, they've got, but stuff's going to come out about that. Yeah, stuff's going to come out about South Dakota and Ace of Rods, like blunt force trauma. King of Pentacles, money. Nine of Rods. South Dakota's going to start feeling a bit embattled, and there's going to be a new direction, new hope, and a new balance there. There's going to have to be looking at those state tax laws, because they allowed people to get away with stuff. Hi, Terry Solaris. Haven't seen you for a while. What's up, sweetheart? Daddy won't let you in. Here we go. Okay, now I've got no more questions. Chrissy, ask if he ends up in jail as a result of the committee investigation. What a fool was I. Who's this Marie Sutton? Who are you asking about? Zuckerberg or Trump, or who are you asking about? Or the cyber ninja? I just need to clarify who you're asking about, that's all. CIA sounds here. The ninja guy, the My Ninja guy. Okay. Will the My Ninja guy end up in jail as a result of the committee investigation? Cyber ninja guy, yeah. The lovers, deals, 6 of cups, 8 of swords, that's jail card, page of rods. Someone's going to come out and talk. I think there's going to be a whistleblower coming out soon. The devil, past actions associated with repeated actions with not the wise choices, the Empress. I do feel like he's going to feel the law. He's going to be embattled. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I do think he might end up in jail. It might be not a huge sentence, but yeah. CIA sounds alarm over capture and killing of dozens of informants. A report, hey? That's not good. Hi, JC from Brooklyn. How are you? Is South Dakota hiding money for Trump? Let's have a look. The Hierophant institutions, the wheel, yep. Ace of Wands, yeah, I'd say so. They're going to be in for a bit of a change. Oh, thank you, JC. That's lovely. You saw me on Danny Shade, that Buffalo Danny. Yep. Well, thank you very much. Sign up and don't go. Yeah, okay. Anyone got questions? So the cold case, Zodiac killer, they identified him, eh? Yes, it was a lot of fun. Gary Francis Post, an Air Force veteran from Sierra. Okay, were they correct? I'm going to ask very quickly. Oh, voters' rights bill, any chance? Yes, but not for a while. Not for a while yet. So let's have a look. Voters' rights bill. The devil at the moment, it's still, yeah, they've got to move on. 7 of Swords. Page of Cups. It's just, no, it's just, at the moment, it's just stuck. 4 of Cups. People aren't happy about it. There's going to be some loss of donors too, because the Republicans and you know, blocking it and getting away with 7 of Cups. I do feel that, yes, it will get there eventually. A lot of people are saying not until after the 2022 election. I think it could be before. But, yeah, depending on how the strategies work out. Yeah, it will. It will. I seem to think, it's in my mind that it's going to pass before. But but let's have a look. They named Gary Francis Post as the Zodiac Killer. I won't go into it too deep. I'll just say, were they right? Yeah. I think it will happen before the 2022 election. I'm not sure why, but I do think it will. I hope I'm right. So will it happen before the 2022 election? Knight of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Judgment. People are waking up. High Priestess. The Knight of Swords. There's going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of protest happening in some of these red states against the voting restrictions and they're putting in. And I think a few senators are going to be made to realise that they could lose votes. I do think it might go through. Yeah, I do think there'll be a change with the voting rights, and that change is going to happen before the elections, possibly a few months ago, a few months before. Forbes Fortune 500. Hi, Katie. How are you? The Democrats will primary cinema. That is a win for you, yes. Okay, the Zodiac. Were they right? Did they get the right guy? Mr. Post. Gary Francis Post. Did they get the right guy? Transformation card, 9 of Wands, investigators, Queen of Wands, the death, rebirth. That's interesting. That the death card is normally a no card, but got 2, yes, it's Queen of Swords. Yes. King of Swords. The Emperor. Yeah, I do think they did get the right guy. I do feel like in his mind the end justified the means. He went through, heaven knows, some real nasty changes. He reveled in it. He really did. Yeah, I do think they got the right guy. He was like, loved it. Loved the intellectual challenge. These people were beneath him. Inferiors. He was seriously messed up, this man. Seriously messed up. But yes, I do feel that they got it. That they got him. Oh, Trump's not going to be happy. He'll just start calling Forbes a bunch of losers and stuff. He won't be able to help it. I want to look at that CIA thing with the concerns they have about the exposure and death of some of their informants. Was any of that information passed on during Trump's administration? Did some of that information come from the Trump administration? I feel like, yeah, but, you know, again, entertainment purposes only. The information about these CIA informants was passed on from the Trump administration. Abandonment. Yeah, I think so. Did he abandon them? Yeah. I've got the Eight of Swords, which is confinement, the 8 of Cups, which is abandonment, Ace of Pentacles, money, offers of money. He didn't care about them. The 9 of Swords, anxiety. Yeah, Ace of Swords. They were given up for money, exposed for money. Yeah, the false knight. Will this come out? 2 of Cups. 4 of Wands. Transition. Abuse of power. Yeah, I think it'll become known, but I don't know if it'll ever be made public. But we'll see. He gets slapped with a treason, or charged with treason. Well, that'll be the reason, not the seditious thing, but Thank you, Judy Malley. Yes, JC, that's my little bubba. Whitby. Any more questions, guys? Is Biden blocking the DOJ? Let's have a look. I don't think so, no. I'm getting no, not really, no. It's on the bottom, out in the cold. I don't think he is blocking it, but the tower is coming for Trump. This complete devastating bang. Abuse of his position, getting away with things. No, I don't think he's blocking him. There's more stuff to come. Judgment, people are waking up to that, judgment. And battled. I think Merrick Garland's got his reason for waiting. Will they ever indict Trump, the DOJ? Yes. Yes, they will. And it'll sort of come as a surprise because people are just, meh. Why is the next Republican convention going to be in Hungary? Good Lord. I'm getting, they want to invite some speakers that would just not be allowed into the US. That's what I'm getting. That they want to have some speakers who just would not be able to come into the US. They'd be... That's what I'm getting, Kerry Solaris. And also it's like going to a Republican convention in the US is one thing. Going overseas for it, that might cut out a lot of people. Who might otherwise express their displeasure. Money, they've been paid, yeah, money to, but yeah, King of Cups. They want it out of Biden's reach for some reason. Yeah, but I do feel it's because a lot of the people, they want some people to speak there that, yeah. Will there be a COVID spike after Canada Thanksgiving and US Thanksgiving? Yes, Tucker Carlson did that broadcast from. Yep. Eric Prince, yeah. No, I think he trusts Garland to do the job. And the fact is that he's got so much other stuff to do that, you know, have a look at Eric Prince and Betsy DeVos as well, and have a look at them, how much trouble they might be in. Okay, Canada after Thanksgiving. Will there be a spike? King of Wands. Yes, but I think it's going to happen quickly and be brought back into line pretty quickly. We've got the King of Wands. Leadership in Canada is preparing for it, I think. But it will be brought with the Temperance card. It'll be brought tampered down a bit, not as high as it could be, and it will be a relatively quick event. Like, it's not going to last for months and months and months. Yeah. They might be looking at some changes that they can make to assessing things. Yeah, they're looking at and assessing things, how many people can be in a house and stuff like that. Materialism, because they're fully aware that it could cost lives and all that, so they want to try and tamper down on any of that. No, I don't think it'll be before Christmas. I'm sorry, I wish it could be, but sure, I can do a read on Kamala. Okay, US, after Thanksgiving in the US, will there be a spike? I'm not looking at Brian Laundrie because I want to leave that one alone. I just have some issues with that case. I can tell you I don't think he's alive, but that's about all, really. I don't think he's alive, but that's about all I'm really prepared to say. Okay, US. Yeah, that's something that's bound to happen with people getting together in family groups, but then a lot of people are going to be awake to precautions and stuff. But yeah, there is going to be a spike after Thanksgiving as well, gathering families, but there's quite a high energy spike as well. Full. But again, the government's different government in different places. Depending on where you are, there's strategies being put in place. Having faith in the vaccines and all that, and trying to juggle things. So, yeah, there will be. Will we see Trump do the pumpkin perk? No. I'd love to see it on January 6th. I do think he'll do the purple. I do think we will see him do the purple, definitely. I'm trying to picture him in jail. I can picture him in a holding cell for a while, but yeah. Eric Prince. Eric Prince. Is he in trouble? Deals. Temperance, tampering down people. Ace of Swords. Truth coming out. Okay, right. His challenge is going to keep some truth from coming out. Hi, Jersey Mouse. But the truth is going to come out, so you better be prepared for it. He is, because at the base of this reading for him is loss. So we've got deals and stuff that he's made, temperance, his challenges, keeping a lid on that information coming out. But the Ace of Swords, it's going to come out. Be prepared for it, because at the base of this, there's going to be a lot of loss for you. Money and deals. Oh, 8 with the Ace of Pentacles. In his outcomes, we have the 8 of Swords, imprisonment, family, protecting his family, and deals that his family have done as well. That's going to come out. Wow, that's Eric Prince with the 10 of Cups is his family, and the 3 of Pentacles, of course, dirty money deals that are coming out. Oh, he's in for a tower. Look what was on the bottom of the deck there. Hi, Harley girl. You like divorce. I take it you mean Betsy divorced. That's okay. We can forgive you. And you're welcome for that reading on Adam Schiff. No problem there. Betsy, what's in Betsy's future, considering there was a big family card there and dirty money? Betsy divorce. Let's have a look at her. Oh, she is facing some changes that she cannot avoid with the Wheel of Fortune. And whatever the outcome is of the situation she's in, it is what it is, and she has to accept it. Her challenge is not to be out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles with no help. Advice to her, talk to prosecutors. Talk to prosecutors. That's not advice to her, because Ace of Cups, your cup is going to runneth over, but not necessarily in a good way. Things are going to spill out. The outcomes for her: family legacies, family money. She could lose money. Oh, she's got the 8. She's got the 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back over and over. I think her brother's going to do the dirty on her. 4 of Swords, retirement. The Emperor, the rule of law. She's going to end up in a lot of legal trouble too. Could she go to jail? Yeah, she could. And money is going to be a big part of that too. Oh, well, if you've done wrong, she and her husband run some of the private schools that got the funding. Yeah, that's all going to come out. Is Eric Prince going to ever be able to come back to the US? I'm getting no. He steps into the US, they will nab him. Her father started Amway. Okay. So will Eric Prince ever be able to step back into the US? I don't see Dubai extraditing him. If he does, it'll be chaos for him. We've got the 6 of Wands. It'll be a victory for people fighting because of his stabbing people in the back and his deals and his betrayal of people. Knight of Swords. be chaos for him. Homecoming, what he thinks is a victorious homecoming, it's going to end up with a loss and a tower. Yeah, they'll nab him. They'll nab him if he ever steps foot back in the US. He's going to be estranged for years. They might even do a snatch and grab. Ooh. No, Dubai doesn't have critical thinking. Extradition. It's a beautiful place, Dubai. Been there a couple of times on stopovers and stuff. Okay. Anyone got any questions? Sorry, itching inside my ear. Will Trump have the health problems before 20? Yes, his health problems are terrible. Did everyone know the Texas federal judge just blocked the abortion ban? Yes, saw that, and that's great. Yeah, he will have health problems. He does have, not will have them. He does have them. And I don't know. I don't think he's going to be around in 2024. Yes. Legacy problems, long term. I don't think he's going to be there in 2024. British economy. Let's have a quick look at that in the next, for the rest of the year, the British economy for the rest. Oh, somebody asked me to do, Kamala, thank you for the reminder. I'll do that now. What is happening with Kamala Harris? Yep. How's she doing? Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Kamala Harris. Ties, tricks, and compassion. Seven of Cups. She is dealing with trying to figure out what she has to deal with first. She's got a lot of stuff happening that has to so she's looking at a lot of stuff at the moment, and it's trying to work her way through so many things and trying to decide what to tackle first, what to tackle second. And it's keeping her very, very busy. Her challenge is to make sure she makes the right choices. Justice is her challenge here. That she attaches the right level of the right judgment, and that she doesn't let personal bias, personally she'd do this first or that first, but her challenge is to not do that, to make fair judgments about what to handle and when. Page of Wands. Her advice is to talk, let people know what she's doing a bit more, so maybe some more statements, or, get the message out about what she's tackling and when. At the base of this, the King of Cups. Yeah, and how she's helping Biden's agenda, and what she's doing, and how what she is doing helps Biden's agenda. So get the message out a bit more to the people around her. Her outcome, she's just building strength. Opportunities, she is taking every opportunity to interesting. Not for a while, I think he might have skipped. I did say one of them was going to skip, so it could be him. Yeah, Stan Scavino. So she's looking for every opportunity to advance things that need advancing. Six of Pentacles, she's looking at making deals with people to sort some things out. So we can do this here and we can do that there. The Wheel of Fortune is in her outcome. The outcomes that she's looking at are fair and balanced, I think. And Six of Cups. She might have a couple of things happening with her family too, because she does have some kids. So yeah. So she's very busy. Very busy. Hi, Judith Gash. Thank you. Yeah, I think William Shatner will be okay. Let's hope so. You always want those things, even if you don't really approve them, you always want them to go off without a hitch. It would be devastation if anything happened to the Blue Origin flight. It would be devastating. William Shatner, if any, Canada and the US would, it would be devastating for a lot. Hi, Kathy's Gilded Light Tarot. How are you, my dear? Now, there was another question. Will Trump see justice before he dies? If you mean will he end up in jail, I'm not sure. But he is going to see his world collapse. So, will he see natural justice or legal justice? Eight of Pentacles. Secrets going to come out. Details and secrets are going to come out. Knight of Pentacles. Mercenary. All of the things and how he made his money. All that's going to come out. The lid's going to come off stuff. He's certainly going to see natural justice in that. Everything's going to get frozen. Here it is again. He won't lie in state. He's going to be exposed for what he is before he dies. So he's going to see everything fall down. He's going to lose everything. Lost, 10 of cups. What he did to win, exposure. I just think they'll probably run out of time. The Empress, there's going to be an abundance of stuff come out, and he's going to experience a great deal of loss, and some of the deals that he made will come out. Let's look at it this way. He will be totally exposed and he will have lost everything. But will it have gotten to the point where he ends up in a courtroom beyond facing, you know, how do you plead, that sort of thing? I do think he's going to get indicted. I do think you'll see the perp walk. But I think I don't see him there in 2024. But I do see him, he's going to see everything go. Oh, I was going to do the British economy. Thank you. British economy for the rest of the year. Decisions never changed. Guarded light that he'll be in a medical facility. I get that too. Yeah. British economy. Boris is talking it up. He warns of a difficult path ahead as he promises to reshape the British economy. That's him talking it up. This smooth charmer. Oh, but it is going to, there are a lot of challenges ahead for it. Repeated mistakes, ties to deals and deals done that are not necessarily for the best, really big repeated mistakes and stuff ups out of Brexit. Whitby! Quiet, Bubba. Yeah, I do think that before the end of the year there's going to be a bit of a crisis with the British economy, with the tower there. So there's two big things, repeated mistakes and a big crisis with the tower. Why? Out in the cold. I think it's separated from, it's the Brexit. It's Brexit that's done it. Nine of Swords, there's going to be anxiety in Britain. Nine of Pentacles, loss, anxiety about money and security for people. There's going to have to be new strategies put into play, and people are going to be very secretive, and the banks are going to have a lot of problems with the Hierophant. The Emperor, Ten of Swords, King of Swords. Lots of swords. Lots of swords. Four of Swords. Lots of retirements. People at home. I don't. It's going to be a really, really rough few months for Britain. Why did he do Brexit? He had no choice. There was a referendum that a lot of people felt was tampered with. About Brexit, so they held a referendum, and with referendums it's majority rules, and the majority said yes, even though there's doubt about the validity of it. Will Jared do a great deal of time behind bars? He'll do sometime. Yeah.
There you go. Come on.
He'll do sometime.
See it?
Hi, Shelby, Lisa.
Well, he hasn't eaten any of his food.
Yes, there are. Yeah, they're gonna the supply chain. supply chain issues are going to be a problem in the US, unfortunately. Will Trump be too much of a narcissist to play the health card to get out of justice? Probably. Let's have a look at that. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, he doesn't want things getting out. King of Cups. I see him going a little bit doolally in the end. Yeah, this is bound to happen. Yeah, the health card's going to overtake him whether he wants it or not. And he's been a fool. He will run himself off a cliff before he admits that there's anything wrong. Yeah. He is. He's too big of a narcissist, but it's there, and it's his health that's going to do him in the end. But he's going to die with nothing. The family's going to... Will Jared do a great deal of time behind bars? Let's have a look. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, baby.
For those new, and I've got a couple of new people, my hubby supplies me with coffee, several coffees all the time. Love him.
Chris?
Could you do a decaf one?
Yeah, decaf sounds good.
Just an instant decaf, baby.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I was going to say, good too. That'd be fine.
A smaller cup, hey? Thank you, my darling. He is a sweet love.
Literally been driving you crazy.
Not really. Just the last few minutes he's gotten a bit noisy, but there's been a lot of traffic happening and stuff, so out the back.
Nice job.
Any more questions, guys? Let's have a look. Jared. Jared. Is Jared going to... How much will Jared spend in jail? He's not going to... Surprising news. Oh, there's six here, so it could be 6 for deals. Yeah, he challenges consequences of his actions. He's really surprised. He's received some surprising news, some emotional news. His advice is to walk away. But this is the 8 of Cups, but that can also be a cup of bearing witness as well. Tell what you know. Walk away from Trump and tell everything you know, because your dreams are not going to come true. Your wishes and your hopes and your dreams are not going to come true. Yeah. That being that you'll get away with things and you'll be able to just slink off and go live somewhere else for a while. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, consequences for his actions. The High Priestess, secrets and strategies coming out. The law is definitely going to be there. I'm feeling the law really strongly. The Star, but it's come out reversed. So the hopes that he had of getting away with things, no, not there. King of Cups, corruption. It's not going to be the good news he wants with the Page of Swords. Judgment. 6 of Cups. There's that 6 again. I think you're right. I think you're right. It could up to 6 years.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, Devin Nunes. You want to have a look at Devin Nunes? What's going on with the Dev? I think I've got cards all mixed up in there. Yeah, I have some Romany in me. I don't know whether that's Romanian or not, but Romany, the gypsy. Okay, Devin Nunes. What's happening with Devin Nunes? Cow! Another cow! Oh boy, relationships and deals really are not going well with this man. What's his challenge? Disappointing news. People talking about him.
As always,
Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay.
It's real. Someone talking. He's really going to be disappointed about something. This is not good news. Someone communicating things about him. What's his advice? Be ready, because you get ready to. This is the card of consequences. No, she won't. No, she won't. I do feel she's going to have some form of detention. But, yeah, I don't know if she's going to go to jail, but life's going to be very different for her. Yeah, so Devin Nunes, get ready to face some consequences. You really have not done enough. At the bottom of this, 7 of Swords, because you're not going to get away with what you're trying to get away with. This, you cannot avoid the consequences of what you're trying to get away with. Renee, the Queen of Cups, his outcome, he's gonna I think he's going to be feeling a bit smothered. Oh, Wheel of Fortune, he's got no control over what's going to be happening to him in that thing. It's going to be a burden with him, with the 10 of batons, the 10 of wands. He's going to try and manifest something different. But for 5 of Cups, he's facing some loss. 10 of Swords. He's got a bit of struggling to get through. It's reversed, but the Knight of Swords, he's got a lot of chaos, and he will get through, but it's going to be very chaotic, but he's going to have a lot of losses, and he's not going to win. There's not going to be any victory for him anywhere in the future. So not looking good for Devin Nunes. Yeah. Yeah, lots of genealogy done in both sides of my family, and there was genealogy on my mum's side as well done, and yeah, it's all come through that. So genealogical records. Yeah. Will Trump have a health episode at one of his funerals? Oh, it's an interesting question. You'd hope that they don't. you know, you don't want bad on somebody, but his health is really, really bad. And you don't want to wish bad on somebody. But his health is such a state. Is magician. He's been hiding things about his health. 5 of Swords upside down, but he can't continue to do that. Yeah, things he's been keeping secret with the High Priestess are going to come out. If there's a possibility, yeah. Page of Swords. Talking. You might even have to stop or suspend a rally. 5 of Batons. Conflict. Could it even be this weekend? He might have to suspend a rally. Things are going to come to light. 7 of Cups that he's been trying to hide. Delusional. Yeah. Going to try and, you know, turn to his lawyers to stop things coming out. But, yeah, I do think he might even have to delay a rally or suspend it or pause it. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Mimi Rose. Any more questions? Yeah, I mean, he could have a public health issue. You might have to suspend a rally or pause it or even put it off. It could happen. You don't want to wish bad on someone. You don't want to wish something to happen. But the fact of the matter is that with his state of health, it's like it's a miracle something hasn't happened already. Yeah. Oh wow. Your Bubba's dumplings and apricot tart sound so yummy. I couldn't have potato dumplings now, too many carbs because of look, I'm sorry, Marie, I'm not going to go there, okay? Yeah, the red hat hatred rallies. Yep. No, I'm not going to go there. Yeah. The stress is really getting to him, yeah. You can still take your heritage with you. Certainly there's an element of that. I do think he does get lost in a childlike state at times, and it's becoming harder and harder to hide. Don't worry about it. Will Al Franken run again? I don't think so. No, I'm getting no. He's moved on with his life. He's got other things he wants to do. There's still a lot of emotional baggage to deal. He's still got a lot of emotional baggage to deal with. But no, I don't think he will. Surprisingly enough, I think if he did, he would get a lot of support, but I think he just, no, I doesn't think it's worth it. The manipulation, I think he became a little bit disenfranchised with it all, and disillusioned with it all. He's happy where he is, I think, but that doesn't mean he's not going to use his influence and anything else he can to help out other Democrats. But I don't see him running again. You know, it started with the 13, with the death card, which is pretty much a no. He's moved on, and that can also mean he's moved on from that phase of his life. And it's like, you know, it turned his world upside down when that happened and things came out which really weren't that pertinent. But yeah, so no, I don't see him running again. Oh, the Pandora Papers. No, I did a reading on them the other day on Thursday. What is it? Tuesday. I did a reading on them the other day. Kathleen? Katie? Yeah. Will there be a Pandora-like leak on Trump's financials? Wow, and taxes. Interesting. Interesting question. Oh, Gaetz. I did a reading on Gaetz earlier, Mimi Rose, towards the start of the live stream. You'll see thing on Gaetz. So let's see, will there be a Pandora-like leak? Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, looking Ace of Wands. Yes, there could be about some of the deals he's made. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, walking away, out in the cold. Yeah, there could be, but yeah, a quiet bundle of acquired knowledge, people waking up, not happy with what they see. Yeah, there could be. Yeah. It just put him further out in the cold. Any more questions, guys? Kellogg's cereal plant workers go on strike. Okay. I'm greedy. Hi, Kate Sweet Blue. just having a look at the news feed. Are they gypsies or travellers? There is a difference. But yeah, I know they've got a reputation, haven't they? Okay, how long will the new benefits stay together? And yeah, okay, I'll be happy to. I'll look at that. Yeah, okay. Jersey Mounts. So Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, new benefit. What's in the stores for them? Oh, it's all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows at the moment. Do they have? Oh, there's a challenge of heartbreak and betrayal. So it started off at the moment, sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, but the challenge is heartbreak and betrayal with the Three of Swords. People who travel around who aren't necessarily gypsies or anything, they just, they travel around in groups. 8 of Wands, the advice is things are going to happen quickly. Swift changes. Knight of Cups, because get ready to hear about some swift changes in their relationship, because all is not what it seems. It was very romanticized. Oh, 2 people coming together again after a long time and blah, blah, blah. Renewal of a great relationship, blah, blah, blah. All very romanticized with the Knight of Cups. What's the outcome? Queen of Swords. Ooh. Calling forth and being answered, having to answer for your actions. 5 of Swords, allegations of abuse. I think it's going to fall apart. 10 of Pentacles, family, King of Wands, firm leadership. Legacy. I think this is not so much a legacy of family. To me, it's like things brought over from a previous past, things that weren't sorted out. It's a legacy from their previous relationship, things brought over. That's what I feel that is. There's going to be a need for compassion and firmness. There's abuse here with the 5 of Swords. 9 of Wands, embattlement, Queen of Cups, only reaching abandonment, the 8 of Cups, smothering. Yeah, look, I don't think it's going to last long, less than a year. Less than a year. Neither of them want to take responsibility for things that happened previously. I'm seeing it less than a year. Lots of allegations will start flying around and things. So there you go. There's a little bit of any more celebrity gossip you want me to look at? I don't normally, but perhaps I should for a little bit. Yeah, if you want to do a couple more celebrity things, I'm happy to. Give us a little bit of lightheartedness and So who's got some other celebrity news they want me to look at? And I think Britney Spears is going to be fine. We'll have a quick look at Britney. Okay, we'll have a quick look at Britney. Wow. That is shocking. Yeah, where? I don't know where Clarence is. I haven't seen him today. In Hawaii. Oh, that's going to spread out. There's going to be more come out. That is just the start, I think. Let's have a look at that trafficking ring very quickly. I've just closed my eyes, and it's like that's just a spider web of stuff. That's going to lead to more. This is a real crossroads, a real tipping point with this human trafficking. Oh wow, it's going to be. This is a huge blow. This is a huge blow, as it should be, to these disgusting people. Four of Wands. There's going to be some celebration. There's going to be some homecoming. It's a minor celebration, but they're not jumping up and down and going, woo, 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 woo. They're like muted celebrations because they know there's still a lot more to do. They've got, coming out of this thing, they have got several other avenues. This is the Seven of Wands. They've got several. They're determined to stand in defense of these people who have been hurt by this disgusting trade, and it's like it's given them a stand and look out and look at more. Four of Pentacles. Some people are really feeling insecure, as they should. Hi, Laura Carson. Five of Wands. Oh, fight, conflict. It's a battle. They're determined. They are not giving up. They've found more stuff from this. Knight of Pentacles. Mercenary. Follow the money. Follow the money. Spirit of effort. A foolish man. It's going to open up a new phase in the investigation, and there's going to be more prosecutions. So that is on that news about the sting. That's all right, Laura Carlson. It's lovely to see you. Yes, we do. And if there's somebody near him who knows him and where he is and can follow up with him if we're not back in our midst in a decent time frame, that would be great. I thought I'd do a quick look at Britney. I've been leaving that alone because it's a lot happening. You know, I don't do a lot of celebrity stuff, but occasionally, yeah, I'll do some. Why not? So let's have a quick look at Britney. How's things going to be for her? Got the Magician. She's in a good place to manifest a better future for herself. That's good. Her will. The Magician is about will as well. Her will. Knight of Pentacles. She has been dealing with the legal issues and the mercenaries in her life, and that's been a large part of her life. It has been a real challenge for her, so she's been dealing with this mercenary thing and the legal issues, and the real challenge, the challenge for her has not let the anxiety and the nightmares and everything overcome her to work her way through that. Advice here is to be prepared for a little bit of a pause, and don't panic if there's a little bit of a pause in things. And just let things happen. So there might be a bit of a pause for some reason why some judgments are made or something, but don't panic with that. And take advantage of that pause away from all that legal stuff to just take some deep breaths. Why? Because at the bottom there is her walking towards a new future. Is at the base of this, heading towards a new future, walking away from the past that was toxic. King of Wands, new compassionate, new leadership, new growth for her. This has led to a lot of good things for her. Eight of Pentacles. There are still a lot of details that are going to have to be worked out. And she just has to be careful not to lose herself in that with the anxiety again. But all things are going to work out for her with the Nine of Cups there. Her main focus for a while is going to be on securing a better financial future with things. She's been carrying a burden for a long time, and she stood up for herself, and it's a real tipping point, a crossroads in her life with the Two of Swords here and the King of Pentacles, and it's going to give her more stability and control in her life. So yeah, good things for Brittany. Hi, Melinda. How are you? Anybody else want me to read on a little bit? Somebody? I'm doing fine, thank you. We're looking at some celebrity stuff at the moment, just a bit of fun celebrity stuff or something else. Who's got something they want me to look at? A little bit off the cuff. We'll do some off the cuff stuff, you know. Can be a little mystery if you want, or J-Lo. Aha! Hi, Letitia Lozano. You just missed the reading I did on Benefit 3.0, which is J-Lo and Ben Affleck. That relationship's not going to be going too good. I've seen it less than a year. There's going to be a lot of stuff that was carried over from the last relationship. So yeah, I don't see that lasting long term. So yeah, I just did do a J-Lo Benefit. Who else can we look at? Entertainment. We'll go to the entertainment feed on here. Eh? Let's have a look. Hi, Polly girl. How are you? Welcome. I haven't seen you before. Welcome. It's lovely to see your name. Dave Grohl rocks. I love that guy. He is so cool. Scarlett Johansson. Okay. To say she's just had a baby with hubby, with Colin Jost. So yeah. Let's have a look, hey? Scarlett. What's going on with ScarJo? Oh, she's just in a state of overwhelming happiness and joy, and really at peace with her life at the moment. I can do Kelly Clarkson as well, yep. for her, it's family. She's worked in the past to build up her family, and being they're in the public eye. It's having that keeping that family part separate and private has been a bit of a struggle, but they've been really, really good, and that's been a bit of a struggle. But she is like keeping that privacy, and she's going to continue to be able to do that. And yeah, so she's going to continue on. She's got so much more going on, and she's got some really good things ahead of her. Queen of Cups, she is right up there. She is in control. And she's not afraid to show her emotions. She will keep things private, but she's not afraid to show how happy she is and stuff like that. And she is, she's a joyous person, actually, a joyous person. Yeah. Oh, they've got something they're keeping under their hats. I don't think it's another pregnancy. Oh, it could be another pregnancy pretty early coming into, but that's not necessarily now. So she's got something they're going to keep under their hat for a while. This is a major arcana. Then we've got with the High Priestess, and then we've got the Empress. She might get pregnant again in a few months. I don't think she's pregnant now, but Page of Cups, emotional news about a young one. Yep, Seven of Wands. She's going to be firm and stand her ground about something. So she's going to be up there. But she's really hopeful for the future. She's happy for the future. She feels like she's just in the best life she can have. Communications. But that doesn't mean she won't give it to you short and sharp. And she's got, it's like a whole new life ahead of her. So she might be making some changes to her life, and she doesn't care what people think. She really doesn't. She will go, I don't care if you don't like this, that I might be out of movies for a few years. This is my decision, and what's your boundaries? She's not afraid to set her boundaries with her family and stuff. But I think she might be having another baby. Maybe sometime in the next 12 months we'll hear that news, 6 to 12 months, that she's going to have another baby. Now, who wanted Kelly Clarkson? First ever winner of American Idol. Yeah, that's the victory. Yeah. I knew she had a case against Disney happening. Yeah. So that was the victory. Kelly Clarkson. Let's have a look at Kelly Clarkson. I got a picture of her, her and Kate McKinnon as Shug and Crank, Shug and Crank, the mermaids. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I totally love that. But I just got a picture of her because you know how, like Leslie Jones or Kate McKinnon when they come on, or some of the other, Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon especially. But poor old Colin, he'd be like that, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're just so beautiful to touch," and all that in their various characters, and you know, and I just got this picture of her rolling on the floor laughing. She eggs them on. She got no problem with that. very confident in that relationship. But yeah, I loved her as Kunk with Kate McKinnon's Shug the Mermaid. Just hilarious. It's very haunted. Why? Okay, Shawnee, Oklahoma, the Ritz Theatre. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah. Okay, but first we'll do a quick reading on Kelly Clarkson. God's lovers. Relationships are very much in her sphere and on her mind at the moment. Reaffirmation of relationships. Page of Swords. Her challenge has been she's had some news she's not really happy about. A bit of disappointment, which could be to do with the relationships. My advice to her is don't hold back. Let things open up about it. Don't hold back and open up to the people who you feel might have disappointed you, and just really, really let them know. And there are going to be some opportunities for her. It's not necessarily romantic relationships. I think it's something to do with business. Open up and really let them know why she's unhappy. That's what she should do, because there's going to be new opportunities for her. And she wants to she really does need to clear the air. Otherwise, these mistakes or things that cause dissatisfaction will just keep happening. So she's got to really do that. Clear the air about what she wants. She's definitely got a change coming up for her with the Death card. A change, moving on. I think it's moving on from something. So, Eight of Pentacles, there's details. She might be looking at, she might be changing managers or publicity agencies. There's definitely, it's a business thing that she's looking at. Yeah, making a new start. There's a change. She's looking very closely at some details, more than she would have in the past. I think she's learned a valuable lesson, and she's getting ready to move forward. So there's been a change that has allowed her to move forward and go into a new thing. Ace of Swords, she's going to be much more demanding of people. You know, you tell me things right up, straight up front. Yeah, so she's got some business issues. Some real disappointment with some people who she's trusted a lot with her money, with her image. Yeah, she's felt that they've abused her trust in some way. So she's moving towards smoother waters, and she's prepared to carry the burden of the whole lot by herself for a while, because she feels that they've abandoned her. So yeah, she's not, personally I think she's going okay, but she's really disappointed in some people. Yeah, so I think that she's got some business relationships that are going to go through some upheaval. Okay, the Ritz Theatre in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Let's have a look. I'll get my ghost tarot cards for that. Right. Yeah, Colin Jostie's a sweetie, isn't he? Oh, some sexy man's just walked out. Hello.
Where you going, bud? Oh,
yeah. I'll be wrapping up in a little bit.
Oh.
We do have to go out and grab an extension cord and go and grab a few groceries. Yeah. Barbie, yeah. It's a Ritz Theatre in Shawnee, Oklahoma, isn't it? Theatres, people would get up on the stage and they would put themselves out there, and they'd say, oh, the temperamental artist and all that, and very emotional people who dive into very deep depths to get characters and things like that. So some of them were shallow, but a lot of them had deep. They're there for reasons of insecurity, deepness. There's a lot of emotion around actors and acting troupes, and I do feel that there's a lot of the stone tape theory is very prevalent in a lot of theatres. But this Ritz one in Shawnee, Oklahoma, let's have a look at that. What's going on there? What is the story there? Three of Swords, heartbreak, real heartbreak and loss. There's a real heartbroken soul there. I think it's a woman. 10 of Pentacles. And I don't think it's just over one person. I think it's over like family legacies. Oh, this is not the Ghost Tarot. This is the Celtic Tarot. So I picked up the wrong, but that doesn't matter. I'll go on with this. A legacy. It's like she can't move on because of it. And so that's a legacy with the theatre. Justice. I think maybe someone was killed and she's the heartbreak over it, and it was never solved. There was no justice ever in the case. It was a real injustice what happened. 6 of Pentacles, the memories. There's a lot of I think this is the stone tape theory coming up too, with the 6 of echoes of memories and all that. But there's definitely a spirit there. The Emperor. Justice, the rule of stability. She felt let down. She felt betrayed and heartbroken. There's a lot of money involved, injustice, the law. I think she really felt let down. I think she may have unfortunately killed herself. The Wheel. Fluidic motion. Repeating itself. Here again is the stone tape theory happening. Yeah, definite betrayal. Yeah, and injustice. The Emperor, so that would have been her husband then. And the child, yeah, there's definitely injustice. Hermit, yeah, she stays. She wants to shine a light on it. She wants people to see. The 8 of Wands. She makes a lot of things happen at once. Page of Wands. She wants people to know. I think you might even hear her voice, her crying. Yeah. Was definitely money involved. So, yeah, that's what it is there. But there's also some stone tape as well from other people. But you'll hear her voice. Okay, if nobody's got anything else to ask, I might wrap it up for now. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Did I miss a question or anything? Hubby. Yeah, there was definitely, yeah, betrayal and heartbreak there. Boris G. girlfriend pregnant. Boris G. Boris Johnson. That's his wife, isn't it? Or has he got someone on the side that he's gotten pregnant? Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, delusions, the Tower. Yeah, maybe you might have someone pregnant. His girlfriend. Yeah, well, there's a tower coming from whatever the story is. He's got a tower coming from it. Okay, guys. Queen Elizabeth keen for Meghan and Harry to return to royal life. Will they? Let's have a quick look at Meghan and Harry. Will they return to royal life? Yes, he does. Will Meghan and Harry return to royal life? We'll just do a quick. Page of Wands. They are talking about it. What a shaggy horn dog. Four of Cups. They're not too interested at it. The people are talking to them about it. They talk about it. They're not, at the moment, it's not something they're really interested in. Nine of Pentacles. They are quite happy where they are for the moment. They feel like the autonomy that they have is very precious. Will they eventually? Page of Swords. Queen of Swords. No, I think there's still quite a ways to go before they do. I think they might eventually, but it's still quite a ways off. Yeah, it's still too much of a minefield for them at the moment. Disappointment. I think there's been talks and all that in the past about it, but they've been disappointed and still felt that Meghan still hasn't been considered enough. Four of Wands. Look, I feel they will eventually, but it's still quite a while away yet. There has to be more of a balance. Because, yeah, they're still feeling very betrayed and heartbroken about what happened. So, yeah, I think that they're still quite away from returning to royal life. Hi, Sandra Henderson. Shaking little dog. No more questions then? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave off now. So thank you very much for your support today. I'll be back on Sunday. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving. and I will see you in a couple of days. So bye-bye.